What's going on, guys? John Redwings here, and today I'm going to show you how to patch a tire tube. So I was riding my bike the other day, and I went to hop up onto a curb, and I landed on the curb and it popped my tire because it was overinflated. This happens a lot to a lot of people, street riders. So when you get your patch kit, right? It comes with sandpaper, glue, and a whole bunch of different size patches. First thing I like to do is find the patch that fits. I already know that this patch fits, covers the hole completely, because it's the same size patch that I used up here. So the next step is you're going to want to grab your sandpaper that is provided in the kit. And you're going to want to lightly buff the surface so that it's nice and smooth. Just so that the glue can work its way into the rubber and that the surface is smooth to ensure that it stays seated correctly. So, then you're going to take your glue, right, unscrew the cap. Try to do with my mouth. Now you take the front of the cap, the top here. Wait, I don't think you guys can see it on the camera, but there is a spiky knob. You can kind of see it if I do it like that. Just poke a hole in the top with that knob, and just apply a drop of glue, about that much, right around the area, and take your finger and just swirl it around like that. I don't think I put it enough. Just a little bit more sometimes, if you didn't think that you got the right chance to swirl it around. And the area has to be bigger than the patch, which is where I put the patch. That big, the area is bigger, but I am going to make it a little bit bigger for reinsurance. Just so that I'm sure that the area is bigger than the patch. So now you're supposed to let it dry to speed things up, and I'm blow on it really quick. So now that that's dry, close enough, you're gonna take your patch and lay it on. I'm gonna have to tilt the camera up for a minute. Well, I don't know if you guys can see this. Take the patch. Since this is the last patch on this row, I'm just going to throw this on and peel the sticky thing off later. The cellophane. Come on. No! Alright, bad idea. Don't do that. Give me a second. Alright, so do not do that. I had to peel it off. And peel it off the cellophane. I messed it up a little bit, which is okay. I'm going to apply a little bit more glue. Because that part got wiped off on the patch. And then just put the patch back on. I'm personally going to try to work out this bump. I don't believe it does anything. I tried over here as well. The bump's just from when I peeled it off. So now that you have that on, a personal thing that I like to do, personal preference, because you might be able to see the color difference between these two, I like to take the glue, do a little dab in the center, and rub that over the entire patch. And I do that a couple times to ensure that the edges all around the patch are completely sealed. Alright, now you're going to wait for that to harden, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so, now that you have the tube patched, you're going to want to go ahead and just also to prove this is a patch tube when I go to blow it up, see the patches, put it back into your tire, right? So I personally like to find the valve hole rather, It's right there. And blow the tube up so that it is kind of shaped like a tube. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I just took my tooth, pushed in the little, hole right there. Not hole, pin on the Schrader valve. Oh no, I have a ding in my wheel. So that it takes the shape of a tube, and I like to lay it out. And then I just pop it up, pop open the tire, like so. And push the tube in, making sure that the valve stem is lined up with the valve hole, which in my case it's not, so I have to slide it over a little bit. Not too much. Let's try that again. Sorry guys, I have to do this while holding the camera, which is really annoying, so I'm sorry if it's shaky and you guys don't get the best angles. Alright, so next, excuse me, you're going to want to pop the valve stem into the valve hole, which what I like to do is just kind of, it's hard to do with one